Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I'll be sharing a few reasons why you should give up on your hair growth journey. So this is a Alluring nail polish and it's just pretty much a top coat. Just makes your nails so shiny. Are you still waiting for me to give you reasons why you should not continue with your hair growth journey, or you should stop your hair growth journey? Well, unfortunately for those who actually want to stop or give up, there is absolutely no reason why you should give up wanting to achieve your desired hair goals. And that is why I am here to help you. So if you were actually waiting for me to give you a reason or a few reasons why you should stop, so you could say, yes, I have a reason to stop. Well, there is absolutely no reason. So all the keyboard warriors, you can go ahead and delete your paragraphs and let's head into today's video. So in today's video, I'll be sharing one thing that is stopping you from achieving your hair goals, and be pretty much giving you guys some tips on how you can correct these measures, which is basically doing the opposite of what you are currently doing. So for today's video, we're going to be focusing on scalp health and the importance of having a healthy scalp when it comes on to growing healthy hair. Because as you know, a healthy scalp means healthy hair. And I know some persons might be wondering, so how is it that some people have healthy scalp but the length of their hair is not healthy? And that is because the methods that you use to go about taking care of the length of your hair is not appropriate for hair growth, or it is just not effective enough to help you grow healthy hair. But for today's video, we're not going to be focusing on the length of our hair, but we're going to be focusing on the scalp of your hair, which is basically the foundation for hair growth. And we're going to be talking about some of the issues that you might be facing with your scalp that is hindering your hair growth, or it is stunting your hair growth. So if you're interested to take part in this conversation, because you know it is a conversation, I'm always open to hear you guys' comments and I'm always happy to respond. As I made mention earlier, the scalp is where growth starts. And if your scalp is not healthy, then you will have stunted growth, or it will affect the quality of how your hair grows or how fast your hair grows. So your scalp is basically its own environment or community of different things happening. You know, there are different processes taking place underneath the skin, and your scalp is no different. So just imagine a community where different people have different functions, and just imagine a person is not able to carry out their role, or for whatever reason they're not feeling well. That disrupts the entire function of the community or the entire environment, and it is no different. Your hair is a community, as I mentioned earlier, and if you're doing things to disrupt the natural flow of the scalp, then you will start to experience scalp issues. And you might be doing some of these things unknowingly, not realizing that, oh, I'm doing this and it's affecting my scalp. So in order for us to have healthy growth, because you know that is the entire aim of this channel, it is the entire purpose of our journey, is to have healthy growth, we need to first attack the problems that arise. Before we get into some of the points that I have, I just want to quickly say that scalp issues can arise from serious issues and issues that are not so serious. So for serious issues, I would advise going to a doctor to get some tests done and to get a medical opinion or advice on the issue. But in today's video, we'll be focusing on some of the less serious issues that can be treated at home, or it can be simply changed by just adjusting your lifestyle or trying to include some things into your routine. The first thing that might be causing you to have some scalp problem is product buildup. And this is something that I know a lot of natural hair people experience because of the texture of our hair and because of the different porosities. We try to apply a lot of products to our hair to keep our hair moisturized, to keep it from breaking, because you know the more moisture, the less shedding and breakage you're likely to experience. But using too much product is not necessarily a good thing, because I always say too much of one good thing is good for nothing. So using too much product can actually cause product buildup, which might end up in itchy scalp, flakiness, and so many other scalp is. So one of the ways to correct product buildup is by using less product or to wash your hair more frequently. So if you're someone who washes your hair like once every month, but you're using products like every 2 to 3 days in your hair, whether that is gel, mousse, leave-in conditioner, whatever it might be, then I would suggest or recommend washing your hair more frequently. And you can also use clarifying shampoo to help get rid of that buildup and to shampoo your hair more frequently. So we're moving on to a second issue that might be causing scalp problems for you, and that is tightness of your hairstyles. And my sisters, free yourself from the shackles of tight hair. You do not need to do the tightness. You do not need to do the sleekness, right? So tight hairstyle actually causes multiple hair problems. It causes problems such as hair loss. You can actually get tender scalp from it. You can get bruising. You can get, in some serious cases, like cuts on your hair because the hairstyles are too tight. So obviously, to correct this problem, it would be to go for looser hairstyles or to use hair ties and hair bands in your hair that are not so tight. And I can guarantee you, by doing this simple thing, changing this simple mundane thing, will actually guarantee you better results in the end. Because along the hair growth journey, it's not necessarily the big things that you do, it's all the small things put together, and over time they actually have some positive results and you see yourself getting growth. So as I said earlier, free yourself from the shackles of sleekness and try your best to not do those tight styles. So even if you're getting some braids done, there's no reason for me to be seeing your skin clumped up together, or all of a sudden you get some cat eyes because your hairstyle is so tight. This is something that is going to negatively impact your scalp, and it could eventually over time damage your scalp. So to prevent all of that from happening and to help you have the healthiest scalp possible, I highly suggest going for looser hairstyles or trying your best not to make your hairstyles so tight. So another thing that might be affecting your scalp is dry scalp, and one of the things that can be causing this is shampooing too frequently. So if you're somebody who probably washes your hair like maybe every week or twice per week, maybe even every 2 weeks, and you find that your scalp is really dry, what you can do is probably try shampooing less. So if you wash your hair like every week, try every 2 weeks. If you wash your hair every 2 weeks, try every month. And throughout the process, you can actually do co-washing because that helps as well. Or you could try using a moisturizing shampoo because that will most definitely help your hair to not be, or your scalp to not be as dry. Because you know, when you use shampoo on your scalp, it gets really dry. So when you use a moisturizing shampoo, it doesn't dry out the scalp as much. You know, the scalp produces sebum, which is its natural oil on the scalp. So shampooing actually, you know, get rid of that, or it dries it up. So using a moisturizing shampoo can help you to prevent dry scalp. The next thing I have on the list is your diet. Now this is a bit serious, but it is not that serious because these are things that you can actually do at home. So if your diet is the reason why you're experiencing scalp issues, all you need to do is up your omega-3 and zinc intake, and to pretty much just make sure that you are getting your correct dosage of nutrients per day and you are hydrated. I always say water is so important because water actually helps the body in its natural functioning. So in order to grow your hair, in order to breathe, in order to move, water is very essential. So as I've said earlier, diet is something that is important because if you are deficient in any way, shape or form, then you're not likely to get the hair results, and you might be experiencing scalp issues along with hair issues as well. So you might find that your hair is really brittle, or you might find that your scalp is really tender, or you know, there are just some issues going on here, dandruff and some other stuff, and that could be a sign that you are deficient. So trying to make sure that you're taking the correct dosage of nutrients for the day and ensuring that you're hydrated is very important when it comes on to scalp health and overall hair growth, and to be honest, your overall health. So a way that you can go about treating some of these scalp issues that you might be experiencing, like dandruff or hair loss, or your scalp might be a little bit on the tender side, or there might be some flakiness, is to actually use hair teas. Hair teas are so amazing when it comes on to hair growth, and each herb has a specific purpose, or it plays a specific part in the process. So if, for example, you have hair loss, you can go for a tea like neem, or you could use rosemary. Something like that will actually help you with hair loss. Dandruff, you could again go for rosemary or meringue, because those are packed with so many nutrients that can actually help you with dandruff. So these are just a few suggestions that I have to help you guys to achieve the healthiest scalp as possible. As I said earlier, healthy scalp means healthy growth, and it is so important to take care of the scalp. And that is pretty much all I have for today's video. So if you guys found this video interesting, you found it informative, or you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video, and until next time, bye my loves.